learn the basics of riding, so we're going to do flexions and emergency stops. And I'm here with my 6-year-old Haflinger mare, and she's had 1 year of very light training, so she's still learning a lot. So we're going to start by the flexions. So this is important to get the control of the nose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, wait, very close with a very short rein, and I'm going to come up to her eye so she can see me, and then I'm going to put tension, and as soon as there's tension, I'm going to start putting vibrations that get harder and harder. I don't want to have a constant pressure and a constant tension because that gives her the ability to push against me. So here I'm going to come, and as soon as I have some tension, I'm going to start vibrating, and up to my knee. Good. And so once she's not putting any pressure and tension on her rein, on the bit, I'm going to release. For a young horse who's still learning how to do this, we're going to give them a lot of time, and just moving their nose a little bit and having the right idea is more than enough. But she already knows this exercise very well, so I can ask her to come up with the nose to my knee. And when she's here, I'm going to ask her to not put any tension, so I'm going to wiggle and put vibrations until she releases that tension, and then I'm going to let go. So here I'm going to do to the other side. Oh. And if she turns, that's okay. We just stop her like this. Sorry. Okay. Here we go again. I'm going to come up to her eye so she can see me. Start wiggling, vibrating, putting tension, all the way up until she's up to my knee. It's important to give them a lot of time and give credit for any effort, especially at the beginning once they're still learning, because it's always hard for a horse to understand exercises, new exercises. So anytime they have the right idea, we're going to reward by releasing the pressure so they understand what we're asking from them. And as they get more comfortable with doing it and anticipating more what we're asking, we can ask them to do more. So here, I'm going to come a little bit more quick. And I'm going to ask her to come all the way to my knee. And this exercise you could do anytime you want. It really helps to get control of the nose. You can also do it when you get on. The first exercises you do, taking the nose to make sure that your horse is with you, is listening, open to working with you. And also, sometimes when you get on, if you right away start walking and working with your horse, as the time goes on, when you get on the horse, he anticipates going, so he already goes forward while you're getting on. And so this exercise makes the horse anticipate flexions, and so he doesn't move forward, he just nods his head right and left, which is good. So that could help that problem. And this also helps us to do the emergency breaks that we're gonna see right after. So once your horse is pretty comfortable with this, and he'll give you his nose on both sides, what you can do is ask for the nose here, and once the nose is to the knee, you hold it and you push with this leg a little bit behind where you would normally place it, and then you let go when your horse is turning. So here I'm going to do the other side, so I'm going to ask for a flexion, and I'm going to come and place my leg on the back legs. And as soon as she gives me something that I think is good enough for what I asked for, I release the pressure. So here I'm going to come, and if while you're doing this, then the deal with your flexions is start doing the emergency breaks. So here I'm going to come and ask for a flexion, like so, and then I'm going to come with this leg and push until she pushes her back legs. If there's some resistance, I'm just going to start flapping my leg against her stomach, because if I start pushing, it might not be discomforting enough for her to move, so I'm just going to start flapping harder and harder, and I can put a little bit of my spur if I see that it's needed, into her side. So here I'm going to do it again on this side. So come just as a flexion. Here we go. Perfect. and then come with my leg. And as soon as she does good, I release. Once you're teaching them this, just the minimum is more than enough to let them go on that. And it's important that you put your leg soon enough, and you put enough energy for them to want to move their back legs. Then if you redo this exercise, and while you're taking your rein starts turning, don't add your leg, because we want your horse to anticipate what you're doing, so be ready to answer, but not answer before you've asked them. So if they answer by themselves, you're just gonna not ask them or ask them to do something else, so they stop doing things ahead of you. You want them to be ready to answer as soon as you ask them, but not before you ask them. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her to walk. So here we go. And then I'm going to ask her to do an emergency stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come just like the flexion and what we did earlier. Come really close to the eye, and while I'm getting this rein, I'm going to come with my leg, put pressure on the back legs. And I'm going to keep this until she stops, and then I release. So I'm going to do this to the side. It's really important that you put enough leg. So as soon as I'm starting to get this rein, I'm already putting the leg in before. This leg allows the horse to move his back legs. So as he's moving his back legs, his nose will be able to come closer, and he'll be able to turn more in a circle and then stop. The fact this emergency stop makes them cross their back legs, and when their back legs are crossed, they can't do nothing. They can't buck, they can't go forward, they can't go backwards. So this is basically an emergency stop, and whenever you have a problem, you can just turn them, stop them, and you're done. This can also help whenever your horse is afraid. You just turn them in front of the danger, and your horse will be stopped. What's really, really important is to put this leg on, because if you don't put this leg, you just turn them. The problem is they're not moving their back legs, and so they're all on the shoulders, and they can fall over, they can not turn, they can go against you. So it's really important to keep this back leg all the way. So now we're going to do a trotting. So here I'm going to go, and I'm going to come really close to my leg and turn. I'm going to keep my weight balanced throughout all of this, because I don't want her to fall over. So I'm going to really come and keep my weight balanced on both sides of my pant pockets. There you go. And as soon as she stops, I let go. If while you're doing this exercise, once you stopped, they go forward again, right away, you turn them, you stop them, you turn them, you stop them, until they find the stopping position. So what you can do after this to help turn, so once this is good enough, you can like this, turn and go back. And this will help you get better answers while turning. And see here, she was kind of hard on the bit, so I went all the way until I had a good circle. So we're going to ask like an emergency stop, but not go all the way. Hard again, and I turn until the end. So here I'm going to ask, good, and I release, and we go again. And this is going to help your turns. Oh, good. And we go again. And this will really make your horse turn as soon as you have contact with the rein. And if there's any pressure, resistance from the horse, you go all the way to the stop. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can consult my other videos that will be coming out soon or have already been out. And we'll be releasing videos hopefully weekly. So thank you all for watching. I hope I was helpful to you, and see you soon. Bye!